Guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are doing a new look Sacramento Kings rebuild in NBA 2K25. Sacramento Kings haven't done much in this off season, but they did do some stuff obviously. So they went ahead and signed Dennis Schroeder. They needed a point guard, so they signed him for like a 3-year deal. He was in their full MLE. They offered him, he signed. They also went ahead and signed Drew Eubanks in free agency. The Clippers released him and they brought him in. They also went ahead and drafted Nick Clifford in the first round. They traded to get him, obviously Nick Clifford. So he ended up playing really good in summer league. I think he's going to be a really good player for Sacramento. They also went ahead and traded Valanciunas for Dario Saric. They got rid of a lot of money by doing that. They also, I think Terrence Davis was already on the team. I'm not quite sure though. They also went ahead and re-signed Doug McDermott. They also drafted Maxime Raynome in the second round. They also have a couple of two-way contracts. So not the most eventful offseason by any means. They are also in some like Jonathan Kuminga discussions as well. I heard the Sacramento Kings offered Malik Monk for Jonathan Kuminga. The Warriors actually ended up declining that. And they also apparently have interest in Russell Westbrook. I don't really think Westbrook is down with the Kings on. So the Kings are probably not winning a championship. I'm as be honest with you guys. And then, yeah, I feel that'd be a waste of his career. I feel like Westbrook needs to go join a contender and just make that team better, like how we did with the Nuggets. Obviously, he needs to just keep joining contenders until he wins a championship on a 1-year deal. That's something he could definitely do. But power ranking lands us 20th. Our rotation is Dennis Schroeder, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, Malik Monk, Keon Ellis, Devin Carter, Drew Eubanks, and then we'll probably run a 10-man rotation. Or we might just leave it like this. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'd love to get Nick Clifford minutes, but it looks like he's not ready for that yet. Shot tendencies, I guess Zach LaVine's gonna be taking the most shots here, and then to be honest, I have no clue what direction I want to go on this video. Honestly, this video could go either way. We can try to keep pushing it with DeRozan, LaVine, someone to try to keep pushing it with these guys, or we can go and start a rebuild, which I think might be the most obvious route to go. But we'll see what our record is at the trade deadline, and then we'll start to figure stuff out. At the end of the season, Nikola Jokic wins the MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year, Tyler Hero's your sixth man, Victor Wembanyama your defensive player, most people are going to need him, Myers Kita, Clutch Prayer going to SGA, Coach you're going to Chris Finch, Executive going to Nathan Mack, here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team, bonus making it, which is absolutely amazing, and then here's all defensive team and stuff, but we ended up being the number 9th seed. We're actually the 5th seed at the trade line, that's why I didn't make any moves, so I thought we were going to be good, but looks like we completely fell off of the trade line. So, yeah, that's obviously sucks. But finished off 44-38. Not a bad record, but in this West, obviously, we need to be a top seed to be a contender, and we just weren't that. We're the nice seed, so not great by any means. So we might be entering a rebuilding stage here, because this team probably isn't going to improve with Zach LaVine as the number one option. But we had about 22 from Zach LaVine, 18.5 from Sabonis with 12 rebounds and 7 assists. So he had a pretty good season. He should have a lot of value in the offseason, obviously. 18 from Malik Monk. We had about 15 from DeRozan. We had 12 from Keegan Murray, 11 from Dennis Schroeder, 7 from Devin Carter, 6 from Keon Ellis, and 4 from Drew Eubanks. So it's time to see if we can get out of the play-in. We got the Los Angeles Lakers. This will be tough. We'll see if we can do it. So against the Lakers in the first game of the play-in, last year, I know if we go win this, we are gonna go ahead and win. So we're not in the playoffs yet. We still got to play the Houston Rockets, and if we beat the Rockets, we get inside the playoffs. So it's time to see what happens here as looks are going to get blown out. Just like that, we're going to be in the lottery. So the good thing about this is we do on our 2026 pick, which is pretty nice, I guess. It won't be a high pick, but, man, our offense was terrible in that game, bro. But, yeah, we desperately need to probably start a rebuild. This team probably isn't going to get any better. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to start a rebuild in Sacramento. Probably going to blow this thing up in the offseason. Minnesota wins the championship. LeBron's going to retire. DeMar DeRozan wants to retire. I mean, I don't really want him to. I don't really see him retiring just like that. I don't think he retired after this season. I'm actually going to override that. Honestly, surprised that he decided to retire, which is interesting. PG also retired. I don't think Paul George leave that much money on the table. I don't really see him retiring either, man. Interesting name just retired. Heading into the draft lottery, we are projected the number 13th pick in the NBA draft. We'll see where we end up landing, and we're going to have the number 13 pick in the draft. So we'll have rest to jump up, but that didn't happen. So we could re-sign Doug Christie as a head coach or go after somebody else. I think I'll just go out and re-sign Doug Christie. I mean, he's here. We don't really any better options to go after at this point. So we'll do something like that. Zach LaVine has a player option, and I don't really know who I want to take on his contract. The contract isn't that bad anymore, knowing he has improved his numbers a little bit, but it's still not the best contract. I think we're going to start this off with a DeMar DeRozan or a Malik Monk trade. So we'll see who wants DeMar DeRozan or Malik Monk. We'll probably throw him in the trade finder first and look at the best offer. If not, we're gonna have to build our own trade. So let's see. Let's see. So Jalen Smith and a first round pick from the Bulls. The Bulls have some cap space in this offseason, so maybe who else can we go after? So the Hawks are gonna give me two firsts. We got Josh Green, Lauren Marketing. So obviously, I would love to get maybe a pick in this draft. So I'm gonna try and pursue that. I'm gonna try like probably like I wouldn't say a lottery pick, but somewhere outside the lottery for them to take on Malik Monk, and then yeah, something I want to actually get. If the Detroit Pistons have any interest in trading for Malik Monk. So basically, they're getting Malik Monk, a really good player that could play the bench for them, obviously, as a contending team. And we're taking on Duncan Robinson's contract. Obviously, in 2K, it is a pretty bad contract. He regresses like crazy. We're getting the 16th, or I think the 15th pick in the draft, and then two second-round picks from Malik Monk. They should agree to this. They're going to decline it. We'll just take out the second-round picks. I'm fine with just taking on Robinson. And what pick was that again? That was a 15th pick. Yeah, so right outside the lottery. And they agree. Just like that, we go out and we take Duncan Robinson's contract on, but we are getting the 15th pick in the draft, which is useful, obviously. And then we could try to trace a bonus as well, but I think I'll wait till after the draft for that. So just like that, we have 13 and 15, which should help us out a lot. Also, I think the Thunder own our pick next year from the Nick Clifford trade. So yeah, they own our pick at 27. It might be protected in a way, but that's how it is right now. I'll look into it, see if it's protected. But let's hop into the draft with the late picks that we have. So number one is going to be AJ to Atlanta from the Dairy Queen trade. Number two is going to be Darren Peterson. Cameron Boozer goes to the Hornets. We got Dash Daniels going to the Blazers. Nate Ament going to the Jazz. Probably going to send our pick. So with pick 13, we got Darius on the board. We got Elijah Arenas. Got Koa Pete. Obviously, Elijah Arenas could probably lead our team. We do need a starting point guard, though. But I would love to walk out of the draft with Darius and Elijah Arenas. So I'm probably going to take Darius with this pick for maybe our point guard of the future, because obviously Keon Ellis, Devin Carter, Denver, these guys aren't going to be our point guards of the future. I mean, yes, obviously that's not going to happen. So I'm probably going to take Darius with this pick. Then if the Lakers go at, okay, they go at Kobe, that means we're taking Elijah Reigns with this pick. So that couldn't have gone any better than that. We'll absolutely take that. We have a second round pick too. We could take Carter Knox, JT Toppin, Alex, Nicholas Avdia. We got 6'11" Hugo. I always trade him, but then I'm going to go with Carter Knox here. So Carter Knox, welcome to the team. We have another second as well. We'll go ahead and take this guy, and then we'll leave it like that. So welcome to the team, all you guys. Darius was a 75. Elijah Reigns was a 75. Carter Knox 72. Can I two-way you? Oh, that's not you. That's fine. Zach LaVine will opt into that player option, which was expected. Devin Crowder, we're going to accept. Keegan Murray and Isaac Jones, all these guys are free agents. I would like to bring back Keegan Murray, but he's not really that good in 2K, so I am aware of that. And I do want to re-sign Keanu Ellis. We might let him go, actually. We'll see. We got Devin Carter, which I feel like he's more of a shooting guard than a point guard, in my opinion. Dennis Schroeder, probably somebody we could trade as well. He's been in so many NBA teams, but just the way that we're going right now, I think he might have to be traded. We got Zach LaVine, Duncan Robinson, Elijah Arenas. I'm hoping Darius and Elijah Arenas can be the future starting backcourt. DeMar DeRozan is somebody I also want to trade, and then Nick Clifford, Carter Knox. We have no starting power forward, but I do also want to see if I can get rid of Sabonis here. That'll be the next guy we sell off right now. I'm going to see if I can make this trade with the Chicago Bulls. They weren't offering me much, but they were offering me Noah Sengate and Jalen Smith. Now, I like the idea of this, but instead of getting Jalen Smith, can I get like a Visage instead? That's what I love to do. So Noah Sengate, a Visage, and a first-round pick on top of that. I'd actually love that a lot. So like I said, it's possible to make superstar trades in 2K if you guys consider Sabonis a superstar. It's kind of impossible to make a trade like this. So Sabonis would probably go for a lot more, at least two first, but we're getting two good players, so I guess this is fine. They want Schroeder and Nick Clifford. I can't give you guys Nick Clifford, sadly, but I can give you guys some seconds. I mean, do you guys really want Schroeder? I prefer to get him in a separate trade, but if you guys really want Dennis Schroeder in a second, they'll give me this Blazers pick. But this Blazers pick would literally be non-beneficial because it's lottery protected, and likely the Blazers will be in the lottery. So Instead of that Blazers pick, honestly, can I just get your own 2030 pick? You guys can have a shoulder. But instead of it being the Blazers pick, which I'll literally have to send back to the Blazers, so it literally won't be beneficial for us. We just get that instead. They want to expand the trade and give me a 2030. Okay, pretend. All right, how are we going to do this? Okay, pretend this is a 2031. Okay, we can't really do this, but in the world of 2K, I guess it lets you trade back to back first round picks. They're trading back to back to back to back, though. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Just, just give me. You don't have to. Okay, just so Sabonis, Schroeder in 3 seconds for Noah Senge, Visage, and 2 firsts. It really shouldn't be that hard. If you guys want third, second, I'll throw it in there. If they really want to give me the dirt first, they want to Maxime Raynom. All right, let's go back to the original trade. So I was offering you guys Sabonis. So okay, so this is when they counted for Schroeder and Nick Clifford for Jalen Smith. I said I can't trade Nick Clifford, but I can give you guys the second. So I'm gonna try and reset a little bit here. So I'll give you guys 2 seconds. They want to give me this Blazers pick, which I said they can't. I don't want that because they're going to have to send it back to Portland because it's lottery protected and likely they'll be in the lottery. So, and I offered that. They want a second. They give me a first round pick. Honestly, I'm going to do it. We can't get this trade done either way. For some reason, I try to ask for the 2030 pick. They don't want to do it. They really want to do this. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we get 3 first round picks for the bonus, which is pretty solid in my opinion. So I'll take it. You can't trade back to back to back picks. That's the only way that deal could have went through. For some reason, it just wasn't working. So we got that. We got Noah Senge as well as a good piece for the future, and we got a Visage. So I'll take that. Next, I mean, I feel like we could be good now. We traded Schroeder. We saved some money as well. So I think next we'll be re-signing Keegan Murray and probably Keon Ellis as well. But I'm going to wait on Keegan Murray, see if we get him back for as cheap as possible. We're going to run out to really everybody else. So we're going to, but I do want to retain Keegan Murray possibly. They want me to renounce him, but I really don't want to. So I'm going to see if we can bring him and Keon Ellis back on day 12. Is it really going to ask me to renounce someone every single day? That's just so dumb, man. But obviously, it's not going to happen. I do want to bring it back for cheaper, though. And I'm going to see if we can sign Keon Ellis and probably trade him like close to the trade deadline because, yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do because he is going to have value. So, Keon Ellis, I'm going to give you like $12 million for 4 years, and then we're going to probably trade you at the trade deadline to get your value up a little bit. And then Keegan Murray is next. I do want to give him a contract to keep him in Sacramento. So, can we get like 19 million for 4 years? We'll just say yes to that. Okay, so we get Keegan Murray back. Pretty good player, like I said. And that'll probably be our last move. Keeson Wallace sitting here in free agency, but I don't want to make much any more moves as A. Stevens is back, I guess. But Levine is down. I'd love to trade him as well. We might just let Levine and DeRozan expire, honestly, so we can have cap space. Because likely we can't find any trade for Levine and DeRozan, which sucks. We're going to have to keep them on our contract. But DeRozan's about to retire as well, so we might just let him retire. And then Noah Senge's up, Nick Clifford is up, and I like the future of this team as well. Do we have too many players on our team? No, but I really like the future of our team. We got Darius Akov, we got Elijah Arenas. Honestly, I'm liking this a lot. We got a lot of draft capital. So I'll take that as well. So I'll download this 2027 draft class. And then that pick is actually top 16 protected. So that's nice. So if we're in the lottery or in the top 16, we'll obviously get to keep our pick in the draft. So that's nice. But your rotation heading into the year will be Devin Carter, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Visage, Keon Ellis, Noah Senge, Elijah Arenas, Nick Clifford, and then we're on a 10-man rotation and get Darius Akov Jr. in the rotation. So I really don't know what this year will be, honestly. I don't know how good it will be, how good we won't be, honestly, but I'm comfortable with this. We're going to trade Keon Ellis at the trade line. If we could trade DeRozan or LaVine, I would, I'd obviously do that. But next year will be a full youth movement. Next year we'll get all the vets out of here, and we'll have all the young guys playing, which I do want that to happen. I'm going to see if I can make this trade with the Los Angeles Lakers. I moved Keon Ellis to small forward. He went up to an 83 overall. He has so much value. I'm going to see if we get Jarrett Vanderbilt a first and 2 seconds for Keon Ellis. They countered me with a 2030 and protecting on Isaiah Stevens. I'm not trading. All right, we'll take out the seconds. Just give me Vanderbilt and a first-round pick, honestly. You don't have to do this. So it's Vanderbilt and a first for Keon Ellis. How do you not say yes to that? Carter Knox and a pick swap. So they want to swap picks. Don't give me. I mean, I would rather not do this, but yeah, I'd rather not. So how about, dude, just accept the trade. There's no way it's that hard, man. I thought this could be easily done, but we have to trade seconds. This is crazy. Well, I'm running out of seconds to trade to get this deal to go through. They want Carter. I'd rather just not do this at all, man. It's a top five protected 2029 pick. I'd rather just not trade any pick, to be honest with you. So I guess we can't do this. I really thought this would be so easy to pull off. I'll trade one more second. Just agree to the trade. Okay, they're not interested, but I can't just keep sitting here offering first round picks. So you guys say yes. So never mind. Who has like in a big corner they want to get off? We could do something like that. So the Thunder probably won't be able to make a trade with them, honestly. So make another trade with Detroit. But let's see, Orlando. Maybe can we get Jonathan Isaac and maybe a first round pick for Keon Ellis? I'll be fine with that. Imagine we could squeeze two picks. We won't be able to do that, but Isaac in that first for Keon Ellis, that was easier. Okay, so I don't know why the Lakers can disagree to that, but Jonathan Isaac, we take on his contract and we take on another contract, but we get another first round pick, something I'd like. And I'm gonna see if we can trade Levine or DeRozan. I don't think we'll be able to, but I'm gonna see if I could. I'm gonna throw them both in the trade finder. So Zach LaVine, what could we get for you? Is there anything we get for you? So Embiid is crazy, but how's Sabonis playing in Chicago? Pretty good. But yeah, likely none of these offers make sense. Honestly, none of these offers are realistic. I'll probably be on this Devin Booker trade, but obviously we're doing a realistic rebuild, so we're probably gonna have to let Zach LaVine expire. What about DeMar DeRozan? We're probably gonna let him expire the most because I don't know who would want DeMar. Is he trying to retire still? He wants an extension, but that's not gonna happen. I would love to trade Rosen if anybody, to be honest with you guys. So the Blazers want to give me PJ Washington and a pick swap, but I don't want to take on salary. Or I just want an expiring contract. Okay, so the Rockets could do something like this. Honestly, we can get Fred VanVleet and we still get a pick out of that. So I might agree to that trade. I'm gonna have to good trade DeRozan. He doesn't want to retire, so the Rockets want to give me a first round pick and this lottery protected 2029 pick. I think I'll do it. DeMar DeRozan goes to Houston. Obviously, probably in like a bench role, but he can help them win more. He's better than Fred VanVleet. I don't really see why the Rockets would do this, though. Okay, I'm going to help them out. I'm going to move Ahmed Thompson a point guard so they can have DeMar DeRozan play the shooting guard for them. So I'm cool with this, honestly. Well, I mean, what the Rockets really do this, bro? Lee's been awful, so I think we can agree to this. So DeRozan goes to Houston. He helps Houston get a better. We'll move Ahmed Thompson to point guard for them, and then we'll go ahead and do something like that for them. So Ahmed Thompson move him to point guard, and then they can have a pretty good rotation. I'll move DeRozan to the two for them, and then yeah, he's gonna go down to 80. I'm gonna push it back up for them though. That'll make you feel bad about doing that trade. Not really. I mean, they both were pretty bad players at this point, so they can have a good starting five of Ahmed Thompson, DeRozan, Kevin Durant, Jabari, and Shingun with a great bench as well. They added Jonathan Kuminga, so that will be a good trade for them. That will be a small upgrade for them. They can just let DeRozan expire. That's a low risk thing, and who knows? Maybe they're not in the lottery in 2029. That pick ends up being bad, so. Your rotation for the rest of the year is Devin Carter, Zach LaVine will be gone next season, Nick Clifford, Keegan Murray, Visage. How's he even playing starting center? 9, 8, and a block. Pretty inefficient, though. Noah Senge, Jonathan Isaac, Fred VanVleet, Elijah Arenas, and Darius Akov as your 10-man rotation. At this point, I'm going to kick Fred VanVleet out of it, and I'm probably going to give these minutes to these last 10 spots. Who could we give them to? So, last 10 minutes. We are going to give it to probably the best player on the board. I'm going to give it to Maxime Reynaud. I'm going to see what he could do. So Maxime Reynaud. And then we'll have a fully good youth movement once some of these guys are out of here, obviously. Zach LaVine, he'll be gone. And then we could probably sign a center free agency with the money that we'll have. We'll also have a lottery pick if we're in the top 16. So we'll end up seeing how that goes. Nikola Jokic wins the MVP. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year. AJ Barnes is your sixth man. Wembanyama, defensive player. Ace Bailey's your most improved in Utah. Jerseys are so clean, man. Clutch player going to Kate. Coach, you're going to Jason Kidd. Nathan Mack is your executive. All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team. All-NBA third team. Do we get anybody like an all-rookie team for us? Do we have a rookie playing? We had a Visage making an all-rookie second team. We had Elijah Reeves making all-rookie first team, I meant to say. Did we get like a Darius a Cuff? Yes, we do. So the rookies played really good, I'm guessing. We didn't make the playoffs, which is great. So we will on our first round pick in this draft. We had about 19 from Zach LaVine, 14 from Keegan Murray. We had 11 from Elijah Reeves, 10 and 8 from Invictus with 1.5 blocks. It's pretty inefficient, like I said, though, but pretty good. He'll develop enough. 10 from Devin Carter, 9 from Masenge, 8 from Nick Clifford, 8 from Darius, 7 from Fred VanVleet, and 4.5 from Isaac. Like I said, most of these guys will be off the books as well. So we'll have cap space to also sign a really good player as the Timberwolves go back to back. Is DeRozan gonna retire for Houston, or is he gonna keep playing? So yeah, he wasn't gonna retire, so I guess it makes sense for them if they want to re-sign him. We'll see if that's what's happening. But in the draft, we are gonna be projected the number 6 pick via Sacramento. But like I said, it is top 16 protected, so we're gonna have that pick, and it's gonna finish the number 8th. So we get number 8 in the draft, which I guess is cool. Our record though, it was 34 and 48. So we could have got a high pick, but we sadly just didn't get lucky enough. So we're actually going to have that pick, like I said. So I'm going to get that pick back from the Oklahoma City Thunder. If I'm wrong, make sure to comment down below because I'm pretty sure they traded a top 16 protected pick to the Thunder to get Nick Clifford, though. I fired Doug Christie. I'm going to go in a new direction here and get a better head coach in the building. So we got Nick Nurse. He'd be perfect to replace him with. Got Tyronn Lue, be a perfect to replace him with. Quinn Snyder, so I get him in every video. So I love to steer away from it. But honestly, we're still going to offer him. If he signs, he signs. We're going to get Quinn Snyder. So welcome to the team, Quinn Snyder, I guess. All right, heading into the NBA. He also has good ratings and badges. So like I said, we do have the 8th overall pick in the draft. We also have 22 from the Magic, 27 from San Antonio. And we have a second-round pick, our own second. So we'll obviously be drafting a lot. So number 1 is going to be Mika to the Raptors. Number 2 is going to be Stokes. I feel like I don't get the opportunity to draft Tyron Stokes anymore. Number 3 is going to be Savion Keita to the Hornets. Number 4 is going to be Brandon McCoy. Number 5 is going to be Caleb Holt. Number 6 is going to be Christian Collins. Christian Collins to the Jazz. I actually drafted him in the video that we do with the Jazz too, so that's pretty cool. Number 7, that pick is forgot to fix that pick. So Todd Driza, we're going to send him to Portland actually. Forgot about that. So we'll send him that. So we got Hugo Yigma Mori. Yeah, I definitely don't want to say that name. Jax Richardson, Anthony Thompson, Jason Crowley, Jordan Smith. Okay, so this Hugo guy is Hall of Fame potential. Everybody else is all NBA, so I think that'll be the first pick. So Hugo, welcome to Sacramento. And then with our other pick, we got Cameron Holmes on the board, Hall of Fame. We got Alex Costanza. So once again, another Hall of Fame potential. I'm gonna go at Cameron Holmes with this pick. That's why another late first round pick. We got Trent Perry, Adam. I'll just take whoever I want at this point here. So Elston Harrington, 6'7" point guard, definitely intrigues me. So Elston Harrington, welcome. And then with our second round pick, we got Adam, which I've seen him in the first round. So if he's still here, I might as well just take him. So welcome to the team, all of you guys. I'm going to send Taj Ariza to Portland because that's actually their pick. I just forgot to fix it. I'll make sure to try and fix it every time, though. Devin Carter, we're going to accept. Noah Senge, Nick Clifford, Carter Knox, and this guy. But I'm going to go ahead and fix that pick really quickly. Stevens is the qualifying offer. We're not going to extend that. So heading into free agency, Zach LaVine will be gone, and Fred VanVleet. We'll just get rid of their cap holes now so we can have all the money in the world. I almost completely exit, which I would have been so mad. But yeah, $73 million cap hole. That can go Fred VanVleet, Isaiah Stevens. So we get all those cap holes out of here. That was over like $100 million, man. But okay, we got Devin Carter, Darius Acuff Jr. I want Darius to start at point guard this year, so we'll probably see Devin Carter come off the bench, but he'll be a really good role player for us. Darius Acuff Jr., Elston Harrington. We got Elijah Arenas, Cameron Holmes. So this will be our shooting guard rotation. Elijah Arenas will start at shooting guard this year. Hugo, Nick Clifford, Carter Knox, Keegan Murray, Noah Senge, Jonathan Isaac. We got Avicic, Maxime Reynolds, and then Dames. That man's however you say that name. But yeah, Michael, we have obviously the one thing we're probably missing is a starting caliber big. And I'm going to see if we get that in free agency with the cap space that we should have, right? We have 39 minutes, so we're gonna have max cap space. We still have some guys in our team that obviously making unnecessary money, like Duncan Robinson and Jonathan Isaac. But could we get anything for Jonathan Isaac though? I wonder if we could. So the Bucks would want to serve this for a second. This is still a really good player we're talking about. It's not like we're dumping him off for another. So the Warriors could be a contend. I guess they're not really a contending team, but they want somebody like Jonathan Isaac. So there's 2 second-round picks for Jonathan Isaac. Yeah, that's pretty fair in my opinion. So they'll do that, get better second-round picks, and we add more money for a max contract. So we'll take that. All right. So Walker Kessler, he's sitting here in free agency. He's unrestricted, and that might be my route. I ain't gonna lie. Jalen Duren, Mark Williams in free agency, unrestricted too. What's up with that? He's unrestricted. This center market is good, man. So Wembanyama obviously gonna not be possible. Jokic, is interesting, but I don't want to go that direction in that video. In this video, I'm gonna lie with you. I want to, yeah, I don't want to go that direction. I'll just sign Jokic in the Lakers video. I don't want to go that direction. So, Cat. But part of so Jalen Duren is he unrestricted? He is. So Jalen Duren is unrestricted. He's going back to the Wizards. So I'm gonna offer Walker Kessler a contract. He's sitting here in free agency, and I'm going to offer him, and they agree. So Walker Kessler, welcome to Sacramento as our starting center. We have some other money as well. But, yeah, I'm really liking it. We got Walker Kessler on this team. At Visage will continue to be the backup center unless Maxime Reynaud develops really nicely. But, yeah, this will be our rotation, honestly. I'm not worried about anything else. I'm not going to sign anybody else in free agency. We got our starting center, and just like that. I'm not going to say we're a contender, but we're looking really good, man. Player progression, Devin Carter's up. Elijah Arenas develops up to an 82. Keegan Murray is still staying the same overall. Darius Acuff is up, though. Damn, Noah Senge didn't go up at all. That was one guy I actually wanted to develop. I wanted him to be better than Keegan Murray, but, man, he just hasn't developed. So, oh, man, Maxime Reynaud and Vintage are the same overall. So it's time to see who's going to get that backup center spot. I don't know. It'll be tough. And Nick Clifford, I'm kind of disappointed how these guys develop, man. I'm disappointed how Nick Clifford only went up one overall. I'm disappointed in mostly everybody here. But yeah, that sucks, man. Development has to be up there if we want to win a championship. We have to cut one player. I mean, we can't really cut Duncan Robinson because I would love for in 2K26 to introduce contract buyout. It's gonna just let me stretch his contract, which I don't want to stretch 16 million. That would be dumb. So we might have to trade somebody, which I didn't want to do by any means. But who do we trade? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna do this trade where we get Tristan Newman. I'm just gonna go and release Tristan Newman. Nobody has available roster, so I'm gonna release Tristan Newman because Tristan Newman only has 1 year left on his deal, and Adam had a second year, but it was not. It was a team option. They were gonna opt into it, so getting shorter term money means we'll have to pay him longer. So I'll take that. So I downloaded the wrong draft class. That's my bad, but yeah, I am disappointed how a guy developed on us. That was terrible. So, let's look at the rotation first. The rotation, we got Devin Carter, Elijah Arenas. I kind of want Darius to start this year. Darius Acuff Jr. I like Devin Carter. I like him a lot, but he's just not the long-term option. He's more like a role player for us. So, I do really like Devin Carter, but he's going to come off the bench this year. So, we're going to have Darius, Elijah Arenas, Hugo, Keegan Murray, Walker Kessler, Devin Carter, Noah Senge, Visich, Maxime Reynaud. They want to play them both, which I guess we could do that as well. I mean, yeah, they're both just really the same overall, so we'll see who plays better. And then next year, we'll figure out who's the real backup center, who actually deserves the spot. But yeah, we'll see how we do this year. Officially brought in the whole youth movement thing, and we'll see how we do. His first MVP, Nate Ament, Rookie of the Year, but at the end of this season, Elijah is one most improved player. He averaged about 22 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, almost shot 50, 40, 90. So Elijah is just that good in 2K, man. It's amazing. Shot 42% from 3, 43% from 3. But we finished off as the number 7 seed, so not bad. Obviously, you'd love to be better than that, but we'll keep developing. We'll obviously keep getting better, and it'll be good. So, player stats about 22 from Arenas. Arenas is our future star. He's only 83 overall, man, so we're not even fully developed yet. 14.5 from Keegan Murray. Dude, I would love to keep Keegan Murray, but dude, if he just developed, dude, like he'd be so good if he just developed at least a little bit more. 12.5 from Darius, learn from Noah Senge. Hopefully, Senge can develop as well. 11.5 from Hugo, 10 and 10, and 2 blocks from Kessler, 10 from Carter, 8 from Visage. Who played better? Visage averaged 8, 5, and he was still really inefficient though. I ain't gonna lie, as a 7'1" big, shooting 38% from the field is abysmal. What about Reynaud? Reynaud, 7 points, 4 rebounds, a lot more efficient. And he can shoot, I think, a little bit, and then Visage can too. I don't know. Whoever develops more, I guess we'll see. And then 5 from Nick Clifford. He hasn't really been that great for us either, but oh well. We got the Denver Nuggets in the first game of the play-in, so it's time to see if we can finally get back into the playoffs. Ever since that 1 year where we had De'Aaron Fox, obviously we went far. Now we just can't go far at all. But we're gonna lose the first game of the play-in. Well, we have one more chance to get in. We have to play Dallas if we do get in. Great. We got to play the Golden State Warriors. So are we gonna go ahead and beat the Warriors, or are we gonna go ahead and go home again? So we actually might make the playoffs this time, and we are gonna beat the Golden State Warriors. Okay, nice. This is how the Warriors looked like. They still had Curry, Jimmy Butler. This is how the Denver Nuggets looked like. You guys are wondering. No more Jokic. They have DeAndre Ayton and Shaedon Sharp, though. Okay, we got the Dallas Mavericks in round one, so we'll see how this goes. Pretty sure we're going to lose, but obviously it doesn't hurt to try. I mean, we'll see what ends up happening. So, against the Dallas Mavericks in round one of the playoffs, we're gonna get gentlemen swept. So yeah, it was just so expected, honestly. The Bucks made the finals against the Mavericks. Here's how the Bucks look like. So that team made the finals. All right, so major player retirements. You got KD, Steph. All these guys retiring, man. Hurts to see. But draft lottery time. We are gonna be projected, or we're not even in the lottery. We forgot we made the playoffs, so we're gonna have pick 18 right outside the lottery. Quinn Snyder, we're gonna keep. He got us into the playoffs, which we need to see. So there's some improvement. Oh, okay. We have this. Wait, we have 8 from the Bulls. Is this from the Demonis Sabonis trade? I think it might be. Yeah, we did. Okay, so yeah, I'll take it. So we went ahead and traded pick 8. No, they traded pick 8. We got Sabonis. Okay, so yeah, we get pick 8 from the Demonis Sabonis trade. So I'll take that every day. So we get pick 8 in the draft. We could use this pick in a trade. And we could use it to go ahead. Keegan Murray's been a solid role player. I'm not giving him his respect. He's been pretty good. But we could use this pick in a trade, or we can draft with it. I really don't know what we should do. I mean, who's even the best player in the draft class? Okay, this is the Baba draft class. I'd much rather just trade up in the draft, man, instead of drafting late all the time. So I'd much rather just trade up if we're going to make a trade. That's what I'd rather do. Trade 8 and 18 to get like a top 2 pick or something like that. I'd love to get Baba, however you say his name. But where would he even fit with the team? I don't even know. But I am going to see if I can make a trade, either by trading up or doing something else. I'll figure it out. So if we trade Keegan Murray and like, I don't know, Cameron Holmes right now and pick 8, like, what can that get me? Anything crazy? Scoot Henderson and Christopher Porzingis. Okay. Desmond Bain, Keon Ellis back. We get Mikal. Oh, this is only the 3 offers. Okay. Not much. So I'll hop in the draft with this. So pick 8, we got Gabe Neesmith. He is developing pretty well. Take him. And then with our other pick back in Sim there, okay. Got Jamal McKnight, which Davion Thompson. We'll take one of those guys and take Davion Thompson with this pick. So welcome to the team, you guys. Elijah Arenas will accept a cuff, and then everybody else will accept as well. I have a couple free agents. So Devin Crowder is a free agent this season. Hoping for a playoff bound this year. If not, we're going to have to change some things up. But Robinson's off the books this year, so Reno and Devin Crowder are both free agents. I think we do re-sign Devin Crowder. Maxime Reno, I think we bring him back as well. So we're going to re-sign Maxime Reno. Hopefully those guys can develop into our future backup center, so I'm hoping for it. And wait for Devin Crowder either come back as a qualifying offer or on day 12 in Carter Knox and then Mastupea, or I don't know what's that name. I'm not going to keep trying to pronounce it, but Devin Crowder, either qualifying offer. Let's see, how much you asking for? Not much, so I can pay you this. So $15.5 million for 3 years. No, I'm not gonna agree to that. So $16 million, something like this. Okay, did he just decline me? He just declined my offer. Wait, that's $85 million on the dot. How did he decline me? Okay, whatever. How about $16.5 million? How about this $17 million for 3 years? Does he agree to that? Okay, he agrees to that. So Devin Carter, welcome back to the team. And anybody else we should be signing? Anyone else we're missing out on? So we could. Oh, that's what we could use a backup player. It's Devin Carter's job. Gabe Neesmith is here now with a 77. If guys don't develop, I will make a trade. How about that? If guys don't develop the way how we want them to, I'll make a trade with the available money that we have because we have a lot of it. So, okay, for the moment of truth, Elijah Green developed. Darius developed enough, I guess. Visage went up to an 81. Hugo developed. Noah Sengate didn't go up at all, man. So, and Nick Clifford. So I think it is probably time to make a trade. We could probably move Cameron Holmes to small forward and he'll develop more than Nick Clifford. So I think it is time to make a trade for a better starting power forward using Keegan Murray and Nick Clifford's, or just, yeah, I think it's time to make a trade, bro. Some trades that I'm considering going after. So one of the trades is going after Paolo Banchero. This is my dream scenario, Paolo Banchero in Orlando. They're rebuilding. We can give them their pick back, and we can get Paolo Banchero. That's an option. Another option I had in mind was going after maybe like a Jalen Johnson in Atlanta. They're buying. He's available for a trade, and they already have AJ DeBanza. Trade for Paolo Banchero. So I'm going to move Keegan Murray to... Doesn't go up at small forward either. Goodness. Okay. I want to move some positions around so they can go up and overall. So Senge goes up one there. Does he go up anywhere? No. Davion Thompson go up a small forward, I guess. But yeah, I really do want to go after Paul Benkero. If that doesn't work, I think we can get it done too. He didn't develop too much in this sim, which is interesting. Usually he has a 76, but I'll give you guys Keegan Murray. I will give you guys. I mean, you might be able to give them either Maxime Reynaud. Can we even match the salary? I'll have to give them Noah Senge. I would probably have to give them, let's see, move Davion Thompson to small forward. I think, yeah, we're going to be able to get there, right? Hopefully. With though this guy in here, $7 million. Okay, Nick Clifford. Okay, that helps a lot. So all this in the air, and then we could trade this, our pick, I guess. Wait, did our pick add value or the Bulls pick? The Bulls pick add value. So we'll offer this. Oh, they're actually closer to agreeing to it than I thought. Though if these guys just develop a little bit, we're able to get this trade done. Okay. Who else can I throw in there? I don't really want to throw Gabe Neesmith in there. Man, okay, I can throw Nick Clifford in here, but instead of man, I know there's somebody else. Okay, we'll take out Davion Thompson. I'll be wanting to throw a Visage. Is a Visage? They would have to get somebody else in there too. Okay, would a Visage get the deal done? Yes, they would. Paulo Banchero is officially a Sacramento King, so we got him in the building. He should help us out a ton. Somebody I didn't expect to trade for, but we traded a lot, but I feel like it's worth it, obviously. We got our superstar, got the guy we want. We got our future stud in Paulo Banchero. Now we'll move Cameron Holmes to small forward. He'll have a big role at this team, and then the bench will just keep developing, hopefully, and then we'll be a really good team. So I'm hoping for. Cameron Holmes have a big role. We don't really have a backup power forward, but can this guy play backup power forward? If so, we officially give the backup center role to Maxime Reynaud. Hopefully, he can play that position pretty good for us. So if this can be our future rotation, I'm fine with it, honestly. So okay. I like that trade. Paul Benkero is not somebody I expected to walk out of this video with, but we ended up getting him, and I absolutely love that. So we'll download this 2029 draft class, the right one this time, and then I'm definitely excited to see what our team could do. I feel like Powell's a perfect fit, slides right in with our timeline as well. Power ignoring is 12th. Proficiency running a perimeter-centric. Preferred system is pace and space. That wouldn't be better than perimeter-centric, though. Would a balanced system be better? I'm probably going to switch his preferred system to perimeter-centric. That's what we're running, or balance. But I have to see how his tendencies is there. So Paolo one, I'm taking the most shots, obviously, and then Kessler. So obviously the duo is gonna be Paolo and Elijah Arenas. Everybody else can just do what they do. But okay, we have a okay. Never mind. I want to go ahead and start Devin Carter, which I don't get still, but I'm still gonna go and start Darius Cuff. He's more of a point guard than Devin Carter is, in my opinion. But we got a Cuff, Elijah Arenas, Hugo, Paulo Banchero, Walker Kessler, Devin Carter, Maxime Reynaud, Cameron Holmes, and Gabe Neesmith as your 9-man rotation. So that's pretty good in my opinion. And then we'll keep developing, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season, hoping for us to make the playoffs. MVP, but at the end of the season, we did finally make the playoffs as the number 5th seed this year, so that's something. We finished all about 49 and 33. Improvement is what we were looking for, what we got. So we got 25 from Paulo Banchero, 22 from Elijah Arenas, 16 from Hugo, 14 from Darius, 10 from Maxime Reynaud with 6 rebounds. He was pretty good for us. 8 from Cameron Holmes off the bench, 8 from Kessler, 7 from Devin Carter, and 7 from Neesmith. Really, this video is all about how much of our guys developed, and they've been okay with that, I guess. Some players we had to trade because they were just not developing at all for some reasons, but so far, we've been a pretty good team now with this new look roster. Now we got the Spurs in the first round. Of course we do. Harper, Castle, Vassell, so on, Wemby, Fox. We'll see what ends up happening, and we are going to go ahead and go on 3-1. We watched the game 7. Never mind, we're losing in 6. Okay. Gonna lose in 6 once again to the Spurs. And the Mavericks going to win the championship. I was expecting to go a little farther that time. Who retired for us, man? Clarkson. I saw somebody else too. So I guess, it's just Kendrick Williams. I didn't know he had him. All right, draft lottery time. I didn't even realize we had a pick, but it is looking like we are gonna have the number. I saw us for a second. I don't know where that went. Do I just not see it? What pick do we have? Okay, we were projected some pick. I know I saw us. I'm pretty sure I did. It was like early in the lottery. I think I did. I don't know where it went. It doesn't matter anymore now. Oh well. Okay. Quinn Snyder's our head coach still. So head into the NBA draft with the 26th pick. I wouldn't mind trading it for an upgrade as well. Like if we guarantee Elson Harris's contract, or maybe somebody else, maybe it's not him. Like if we guarantee, we're gonna guarantee it anyway. But if we guarantee his entire contract and we trade him and pick 26. Will that give me anything? I'm just wondering. No, just future second round picks. All right. What a future first round picks. What about maybe Devin Carter in the first? Like, that give me anything? Just wondering at this point. Devin Carter, a first round pick. Will that give me anybody crazy? Bam on a bio. We don't really need Bam on a bio, but hey, that would help. All right, I guess we can't make a trade. Well, let's let the CPU draft for this pick. Who they take from me? Walt Miles. Jarinas will accept everybody here. Damas will accept. And then qualifying offers, free agency. We got no bird rights. We do have some money to spend, though. So we can offer somebody a contract just in case somebody doesn't develop, which I might do, honestly. So I'd spend this on a forward, most likely. So any good forwards in free agency. There's not really anybody that good to spend it on, honestly. I might win on day 12 to see if there's somebody. Who is this Peter guy? Talon Peter, 23 years old, 6'4". I mean, do you want to offer him a deal? Is he really would he be worth it? I don't know. We'll see. How about we wait on day 12 to see if there's a forward that we can land better than Peter? If not, I might offer it. I mean, I saw you had an A+ 3-point shot, and that should really help us out. I might offer it to him, and he might go up at small forward too. Is he still here? Peter. He's still here. Huh, that depends. All right. But any forwards we can sign in free agency, that would be worth it to sign in the first place. So, power forward. I mean, we do got like Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams is a good 2K sim player, as we all know at this point. How about small forwards? Caruso, Jet Howard, Benedict Mathen, Will Riley, Tyson, Carter Bryant, MPJ. I mean, I like the idea of getting MPJ for $9 million. I ain't gonna lie. So we can sign him for $9 million for 2 years. Really, that might be a steal. I think we might have to. We can make the money go down too. I'm gonna sign Michael Porter Jr. It'd be a nice upgrade off the bench for us. We would need like his shooting off the bench. So that's for his shooting off the bench. I'll have to take a look at that Peter guy after player progression. But yeah, there's using MPJ for his shooting seems pretty good at this point. He does go down, but he'll still be worth it. Yeah, so Cameron Holmes literally didn't develop, so that's why I signed MPJ for his shooting. So we'll take that. And then yeah, Elson Harrington develop either, but Riaz is up, Darius is up, Hugo, Devin Carter, everybody else is going up, which is nice to see. And then that Peter guy, what did he go up to? What team was he on at this point? What did he go up to? So Peter, oh, that's his first name. So we're in like T, and then okay, so Talon Peter went up to an 80, but he has like A+ 3-point shot. So I'll keep him in mind for future videos, but I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Victor Wembanyama wins the MVP, but at the end of the season, we're actually really good. We finished off, so regional All-NBA teams. We finished off as the number 2 seed, so it's all Palomay All-NBA third team as well. Our record was 57-25. Player stats, we had about 25 from Paolo, 22 from Elijah Nunes, 16 from Darius Ukov Jr. with almost 10 assists at this point. We had about 14 from Hugo, 14 from Gabe Neesmith, 7 from Maxime Reynaud, 7 from Walker Kessler, and Porter Jr. Really shot 31% from 3 after we literally wanted him. Like all these other years, he shoots above 35, 36%. And then when he comes to Sacramento, he just wants to play terrible and shoot 31% from 3. So he wasn't the right signing. I should have signed that Peter guy, but oh well, it's too late now. We can't really do it now. But he'll be out there rotation. He just doesn't play in the regular season. But we do have the Golden State Warriors in round 1. This would be our chance to go far in the playoffs. They got Mikael Brown, Pajemski, Richardson, Kuminga. Looks like they signed Karl Anthony Towns. The Hornets signed him. They signed the Warriors. But in round 1, we are gonna go ahead. If they would have came back and beat 1, I would have been mad, bro. But now we got the Memphis Grizzlies, the 6th seed. So they swept the Los Angeles Clippers, and the team was actually pretty solid. So kind of scared, I'm gonna lie. But they have John Morant paired with Darren Peterson and Tyron Stokes. This is a good young core. Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey. They got Paul too, Gigi Jackson, Matherin, Gigi Cedric Coward, and Ty Jerome. Man, this is a pretty good roster. We'll see what ends up happening, though. Game 1, we're going to take. Game 2, we're going to take. Game 3, are they going to give it up? Are they going to go up 3-2 on us? Okay, we're up 3-2. We beat them at 6. Yes, we can. Okay, we either got San Antonio or Dallas, and it's the San Antonio Spurs. So I'm gonna lie, the Spurs have been the best team I've seen in the recent simulations, man. At one point it was Dallas; they were unstoppable. Now it's San Antonio. They have Harper, Castle, Carter Bryant, Sohan, Wimby, Fox, Isaiah Evans, Vassell, Silas Damari, and Colin Sexton. Okay, I'm gonna lie, this whole rotation is good. So let's see what happens. I didn't mean to. Why did I? I did not mean to like freestyle. Well, I might as well hit a dunk right now with Ben Carroll over here. But I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why it put me there. But game one, they're gonna take. Game two, they're gonna take. Game three, and the Spurs are gonna sweep us, aren't they? The Spurs are the team to beat. Man, they're just gonna go and sweep us. So oh well, it was fun while it lasted, but the Spurs just absolutely humbled us, man. We're gonna get swept by the San Antonio Spurs. Come on, man. I'll at least put up some fight against the Spurs. It's always the Spurs and the Mavericks who they to ruin your day, but the Pacers beat them. The Pacers had Brandon McCoy. How did they get Zachary Rizachet? Okay, whatever. And they got Thomas Sober. This is a bunch of luck, as you can see right here, the guys they signed. But I'm going to run this back one more season. We'll see what we could do. We'll re-sign everybody and run it back, like I said. Final season, we did finish off 68-24. So we'll see if this year we do get a championship. So number one seed, we finished off, like I said, 58-24 in the season. Hopefully, we had 22 from Powell, 22 from Elijah as well, 19.5 from Hugo, 16 from Neesmith. We did. You won't have to believe what happened. We lost Maxime Reynaud because we didn't able to afford him. We ended up trading for a Visage, like literally. We traded like a couple rookies that we drafted, and we were able to get a Visage on the team. I think that trade might show, will it? But yeah, Maxime Reynaud, we weren't able to re-sign. We just went ahead and traded. Oh yeah, Michael Porter Jr., Walt Miles, and Elson Harrington, the Timberwolves for a Visage. We got him back on the team, and we also signed some other guys as well. I did sign that Peter Gok. I wanted to, but he really didn't play much for us. So, okay, here it is, the final season, running an 8-man rotation. The 8th man doesn't even get that much playing time. That's how deep we are. So, we got Minnesota in round one. Devin Cleveland, Ant, Will Riley, Porzingis, Naz Reid, McDaniels. Both we don't lose them in round one. We traded a Visage with them, and we're going to beat them. Let me guess. MPJ plays so much better in Minnesota. He shot better from three. Now we got San Antonio in round two. If we lose, I'll be disappointed, but we'll see what ends up happening against the Spurs as they're up 3-1 on us. Okay, it's 3-2. It's not quite over yet. Game 7. Now it's time to see if we can go ahead and win the Game 7 and advance to the next series. So far, so good. We have the lead. Let's keep it, and we are on a win. 152-127, just like that. 40 from Powell, 31 from Hugo, 29 from Gabe Neesmith, 6 for 6 from 3. You absolutely love to see it. Now we got Memphis in the conference finals. They got Ja, Peterson, Stokes. He played this team a couple years. I think it was last year. His team's even better now, man. We're going to take game 1. We're going to take game 2. They're going to take game 3. They're going to take game 4. Game 5 we're up 3-2 like that. So all we need is 2 wins, and we're going. All we need is 1 win, and we're going to the finals. They need 2 wins, and they're going to the finals. But man, let's not choke this, bro. I really want to go to the finals to see what the team could do, but the Grizzlies, man, the freaking Grizzlies, bro, with Darren Peterson. Well, game 7, it's now or never. What's going to happen? It's a close game. Let's hold the lead, and we're going to go ahead. So far, let's keep this lead. We have it. They have it now. We're going to hop into this one about a minute and 20 seconds. This is going to be a long video, but I'm going to go and hop in to see if I can save the day. So I said I'm going to hop in to see if I can save the day. Zach Edey going to give it to Darren Peterson. Darren Peterson has it. 3 is no good. We're going to give it the rebound to Warriors. We're going to give this ball to Elijah Hernandez. I'm going to put our starters in the game, though. So we're going to do that. Okay, I'm going to see. Okay, actually, I have Hugo guarded by Zach Edey. Somebody has a mismatch. Actually, Stokes looks pretty tall. I thought Zach Edey would fall for the pump fake. I was got to CP. They don't fall for that. But we're going to get the foul. Hugo's at the free throw line. We'll green the first one. Still don't want to say that last name. I feel like I never will know at this point. We're going to green the second one. So, okay. We're up by 3. Like I said, 1 win, and we're going to finals. It's a winner-go-home situation. Got to play the best defense we possibly could. Ja Morant has it. Ja Morant's going to go ahead. Okay, he's probably not going to be able to stop that. Oh, we actually do stop it. Okay, good defense from Darius Cuff Jr. Going to drive. Can we get this layup to... I low-key got scared of Jaren Jackson. I know we could run protect. Okay. Hugo guarded by Zach E once again. Looks like they're a pretty tall lineup in. Arenas, we would have kept cutting out, have been nice. Okay, give me a screen, Paulo Banchero. I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, foul, no foul. Good rebound from Paulo Banchero. Can I put that up? Yes, I could. Okay, just like that, we're now up by 2 possessions, and it's one stop, and this game is over. One stop, and we should have this game in the bag, and we're going to play the Brooklyn Nets in the NBA Finals. So let's play the best defense we could here. No threes allowed, obviously. We cannot allow no threes at this point. Can we stop the inbound from happening? No. John Morant, corner 3. Good shot, no good. And Jared's going to shoot the free throw. And I think if we just hit these two, and I think the game's over anyway. So we're going to make one. And just like that, we have beat the Memphis Grizzlies. And we should be advancing. I've greened every free throw so far, but just one more possession, and it looks like we got it done. John Morant, Jaren Jackson has it. Okay, Paul 3, no good, and just like that, we are going to go ahead and win the conference finals, and we are going to the NBA championship as we green that shot. We got to play the Brooklyn Nets. So 1 seed versus 1 seed. They have Jaden Hardy starting at point guard. They got Caleb Holt, Billy Richmond, Jaden Quaitnitz, Diop, Nathan Solomon, Cameron Thomas, Quinn Wilson, and Noah Senge is on this team. He's only 84 overall. I definitely think we got the better player, obviously, in Paul McCarroll. He just didn't develop at all for me to keep him, man. Didn't develop enough, I just say. So we have to pay him that contract. I didn't want to pay him. So here we go. NBA Finals, Game 1. The Nets are going to take Game 2. All right. Well, whatever, but we're going to lose this one. We're going to get swept, which really makes no sense. But, oh well. At least we made it to the finals. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We couldn't get it done, but it was really fun in the least. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.